I'm back with Crash Site Reptiles today, and he's going to show us some of the exciting things going on in his collection today. I've taken a sneak peek of a few of these animals, and I can't wait to share them with you. Okay, Mike, tell us about this brand new litter of beauties.
Okay, this is the clutch that I was most looking forward to this whole year. This is an orange dream. It's a super orange dream Enchi yellow belly male that I got from Oz at Aussie Boys. I got to give him a big plug. The guy's got amazing stuff. As we all know, your stock is what makes a good snake. So anyway, I got the Super OD Enchi yellow belly, and I bred him to a pastel sugar, a really super nice high-end pastel sugar I've had for years. And I really like the way they turned out. I've seen the calicos and I like those, but I always liked sugar a little bit better. I think a little bit higher whites. And sugars are a little more prevalent in European collections. America's more calico. But anyway, I was really excited when these hatched out. So these are, the one she's showing you now is a male, and that's a sugar, orange dream, possible yellow belly. And as we pan over to the right, I think they get just a little bit better. That's another male, orange dream, and I don't think that one is shed yet. That one's still kind of hazed out. OD, sugar, Enchi, and it may be yellow belly. This is a male, and I'm holding him back. This turned out amazing. This guy's a stud. That's a orange dream, Enchi, yellow belly, pastel sugar, and that's a male. And if I can do this, you can just look how bright that orange is on this snake. I don't know if the camera does that justice, but as this thing sheds and gets a little bit older, this blushing right here will turn white, and it probably will keep that yellow and the orange on the dorsal, and I just think that's really good. Okay, this is a female, and she's not expressing the white of the sugar quite like the other ones, and she just shed, but you can see, look how orange that is. And I think I'm going to hold that female back and breed her to that other male and get the super orange dream sugars. So those ought to be phenomenal. This is the one, the only one that came out of that clutch, had 5 eggs. This is not, has no sugar in it. But what that is, that's a pastel Enchi yellow belly orange dream. And that's also a female. And just brilliant. I just love the colors on that. Look how crisp they are, and she's got a wild contrast on it. It's what a snake. I can't say enough. I get really excited about these orange dreams. If you have good ones, they're fantastic. So that's the first clutch I got. So we know each other, by the way. So
let's take a look at the next one.
Okay.
Okay, Mike, tell us about this little beauty.
Okay, this one I bought specifically to breed to an Enchi ghost female that I've been raising up. It's really nice. This is a pastel champagne GHI yellow belly fire het ghost. So he's 6 genes.
Nice.
Yeah. So the only thing he's not expressing is the ghost. And do you know what GHI stands for?
Gotta have it.
There you go. All right, thought I'd fool you on that one. So anyway, this is a really cool snake. I picked this up last year and just needed to get it. I had the perfect female for him, and I think, yeah, add Enchi into that, it'll come up pretty good. Hoping that the champagne doesn't blow the entire pattern out of the water, which they tend to do, but I think it'll turn out really good. So I'm excited about this one too, and we'll hopefully have eggs from him next spring.
Awesome. Now, how long do you think it'll be before you can get him up to breeder size?
I'll have him up to breeder size this year.
Oh,
he's
wow.
already weighing in at right around 400 grams, and once they get up 600 plus, that's about the magic number for him. And you know, I'll check and make sure he's producing plugs, but I'm confident we'll have him going this year.
So do you agree that body weight supersedes age in breeding ball pythons?
On the males?
Or females?
Definitely for females. Males, sometimes a young male, you know, 400 to 500 grams will breed, and they sometimes will breed their first year. That's not the case very often, but they will do it. But I like them between 600 and 800 grams, and I think they breed really well then.
So what do you think the magic number is for females as far as a gram weight?
1,500 grams minimum.
Okay, awesome. Well, you would know, and I trust your judgment.
Yeah. I'm no expert, but
oh, I disagree.
yes, I am.
Nice. Let's take a look at the one that I can't wait to see. Okay, tell us what we're looking at here, Mike, and why it is so unusual.
This is a brand new morph. It's been around a few years, but it's very, very rare. This is a microscale. This is a male. They're codom. This snake is also het for clown. And if you notice the missing scales on the face, not unlike the bar check line, but the difference with these, the scales are beaded. The heat pits are not as pronounced, or sometimes there's not as many, or they're, especially in the super form, they're almost absent. They've just got two nostrils like a regular animal. On the supers, they also don't have the scoots on the belly. So the super form of this is fantastic. It's kind of like a scaleless, but there's a few anatomical differences, and it's just basically a new line with a few different bells and whistles, but not very many people have them. And if you're interested in these, go on YouTube and search microscale and watch the video that Dave Kaufman did with Kevin McCurley from Nerd, yeah. That'll give you a real good idea of what we got going here. So he should be up to breeding size. He's, I think, sitting at 410 or 415 grams last time I weighed him. So he should be breeding this fall. And if I can plug him into 4 or 5 different females, theoretically half of the clutch will come out as microscale. You know, we'll have some available hopefully next spring. But it's an exciting new project, and I'm very excited to be in on kind of the ground floor on this one. So
that is absolutely incredible. I've never seen anything this rare in real life in ball pythons. So
well, if you can see his face. You're zoomed in on that, yeah. Notice the heat pits. See, he's missing heat pits compared to just a regular scaleless head, which are nice, but just anatomically it's a little bit different. Kevin McCurley from Nerd, he seems to think they're not compatible with the regular scaleless heads. I don't know. I just know that, you know, the scales feel completely different. Like I said, these are beaded, kind of like an Angolan python, if you've ever felt those.
And for those of you who don't know anything about these scale variations, Brian Barczyk actually produced a completely scaleless ball python last year, probably, or was it this year?
About 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh, was it?
He produced a pair of them, 2 of them, out of the same clutch.
That's right.
And then everything kind of exploded. Now there's scaleless everything.
Yes.
And a lot of the scaleless stuff is for sale. I saw a lot of it at the Tinley show this year, and it's really nice. You know, it's really, really nice stuff, but this is just a different line. So I'm kind of excited to see what's going to happen, you know, and I love the fact that this is a male. So we'll be able to crank a few of them out next year and kind of see where we go. And I've got some, and like I said, he's het for clown, and I've got some clowns I'm going to be plugging him into, so that'll be kind of cool. I'm trying to imagine what a scaleless black pastel clown will look like.
Wow, I can't wait to see it. All right, Mike, tell us about this one that you just looked in on this morning. What are these kids?
Good question. This is a, the male was a pastel edgy yellow belly, and the female was an emperor pin, which is a pastel lesser platinum pinstripe. Wife's favorite snake, that emperor. So these are 3 or 4 days from hatching, so she wanted to cut these and have a look at them. She'd never really done that before. So we got some really cool stuff here. I can't even tell you, man. I mean, I can definitely see the lesser in these and see how white they are.
Yes.
This will eventually yellow up, I believe. I mean, sometimes you get stuff that hatches out and you're not really... This is not what I expected. This really was a surprise. I thought breeding that snake to a pastel inchy yellow belly, I was expecting really bright yellows. This is not at all what I thought it would be, so it really surprised me. Now you can obviously see the lesser platinum influence on that one and this one as well.
Nice.
See, looks like the stupid thing's in there drowning, but it's not. It's still just absorbing the rest of its yolk, and these will be coming out the next 2 to 3 days. But
so,
this was kind of a surprise for me. I did not expect to see these whites. I thought we're going to get a lot of bright yellows. So
interesting.
yeah, that was.
Beautiful. Can't wait.
Be interesting to see what they look like when they come out, though.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
what, after their first couple of sheds, what they look like. But they're really going to be nice. I just got to figure out what I got. So that's part of the fun.
In ball python genetics, sometimes that's hard to tell when you get playing with these high-stakes snakes that have 4 to 5 genetics each, 6, 7 sometimes.
These shouldn't be too rough. There's only 6 different genes involved.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, so anyway, it'll be cool. I'll keep you posted on this and see what they turn out to be.
Okay. Oh! Okay, well thank you so much, Mr. Holt from Crash Site Reptiles. It's been such a blast. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as this guy did. And we'll see you guys again soon.
I did enjoy it.